What advice would you give to them to be successful?
To not be afraid of maybe yesterday's automation sins that may have happened by others. Everyone's journey can be, can be challenging when they're trying to automate and trying to launch, more manufacturing in the U.S. A few years ago, the technology that was, whether it was in robotics or in automation, was difficult, challenging, couldn't do a lot. But today, there's so much advancements, especially in the last 5 years, that a lot of applications that were really, were very difficult, just really aren't that way now. Now they can be solved easily. The tools are so much better. The reliability of all the equipment. It's just similar to the automotive. It wasn't 20 years ago, 30 years ago that, when you went to start your car, you weren't sure it was going to turn on. You could get a flat tire and that was pretty common stuff. Today, they auto start and stop at traffic lights. And it's become that reliable. So it's the same way in the automation and technology. But everybody back in the day had some sort of a horror story. Hear of robots that turned into clothes racks and things like that. Similar to the exercise equipment in your house.